Hi everybody! This presentation talks about Universal Design for Learning, known as UDL. The table of contents we're going to talk about is definition, goals, learning guidelines, and quick tips. As Rosenmeyer defined, Universal Design for Learning stands at the forefront of contemporary efforts to create universal access to educational curricula for all students, including those with disabilities. The universal in UDL does not mean there is a single optimal solution for everyone. Instead, it underscores the need for flexible approaches to teaching and learning that meet the needs of different kinds of learners. In the early 19s, the Center for Applied Special Technology began to apply the concept of universal design to curriculum materials and methods and coined the term Universal Design for Learning, or UDL. Universally designed curriculums include a range of options for accessing, using, and engaging with learning materials, recognizing that no single option will work for all students. In the UDL curriculum, the main goals are provide an appropriate challenge for all students, materials have a flexible format to support all students' learning, methods are flexible and diverse enough to provide appropriate learning experiences, challenges, and support for all students. Assessment is sufficiently flexible to provide accurate, ongoing information that helps teachers adjust instruction and maximize learning. How can we create a curriculum in which the goals, materials, methods, and assessments serve widely diverse learners? To meet that goal, teachers need to offer a large number of alternative ways to access, use, and engage with learning content. The UDL guidelines are a tool used in the implementation of universal design for learning, a framework to improve and optimize teaching and learning for all people based on scientific insights into how humans learn. The UDL guidelines can be used by educators, curriculum developers, researchers, parents, and anyone else who want to implement the UDL framework in a learning environment. These guidelines offer a set of concrete suggestions that can be applied to any discipline or domain to ensure that all learners can access and participate in meaningful and challenging learning opportunities. This guide provides multiple means of engagement, representation, and action and expression for access, build, and internalize the student's knowledge. First of all, in order to access the information, it is necessary to provide options for recruiting interest. It means optimizing individual choice and autonomy, optimize relevance, value, and authenticity, and minimize threats and distractions. Secondly, to provide multiple means of representation, the what of knowledge. It is necessary to provide options for perception. This could be done by offering ways of customizing the display of information by offering alternatives for auditory and visual information. In order to build the knowledge, it is necessary to provide options for sustaining effort and persistence. Height and salience of goals and objectives, vary demands and resources to optimize challenges, foster collaboration and community, and increase mastery-oriented feedback. Finally, provide options for language and symbols, which means to clarify vocabulary and symbols, clarify syntax and structure, to support decoding of text, mathematical notation, and symbols, promote understanding across languages and illustrate through multiple media, and finally provide options for expression and communication. For example, use multiple media for communication. Use multiple tools for construction and composition and build fluencies with graduated levels of support for practice and performance. Last but not least, in order to internalize the knowledge, this guide recommends providing options for self-regulation, promote expectations and beliefs that optimize motivation, facilitate personal coping skills and strategies, and develop self-assessment and reflection, provide options for comprehension. Active or supply background knowledge, highlight patterns, critical features, big ideas, and relationships. Guide information processing and visualization. Maximize transfer and generalization, and finally provide options for executive functions. Guide appropriate goal setting, support planning, and strategy development. facilitate managing information and resources, and finally, enhance capacity for monitoring progress. Fortunately, digital media and computer technologies make it possible to offer a curriculum that is created once but can be displayed and used in almost limitless variety of ways. With the power of digital technologies, it is possible to provide a malleable curriculum in which content and activities can be presented in multiple ways and transformed to suit different learners. Thus, with digital content, we can provide multiple representations, for example, image, text, and video, transform one medium to another, for example, text to speech or speech to text, or modify the characteristics of a presentation, for example, size and color of text, loudness of sound, and etc. Based on Universal Design for Learning guidelines by the Center for Applied Technology, we can find a UDL quick tips that offer objectives and benchmarks, instructional materials, teaching methods, and assessment methods for representation, expression, and engagement. In order to achieve a suitable representation of knowledge, it is necessary to describe objectives in ways that are clear and specific. Provide options in the way information is presented. Provide options for building knowledge and use assessments that accurately measure knowledge development. The knowledge expression should consider to describe objectives in ways that are measurable and achievable. Provide options for students to express what they know. Provide options for building skills and use assessments that measure skill development. Finally, to achieve the engagement of students, it is necessary to establish objectives that motivate students to learn. Provide options in the way students can interact with instructional materials. Provide options for building motivation and engagement, and also use assessments that accurately measure emotional, attitudinal development. Thank you very much for your attention.